Okay, so today I'm going to give an update on my music visualizer for the Blender. I think I haven't updated a new tutorial for a while, and I have some update. I added two new presets and also add some new functions. So I will show you all these stuffs. Okay. So let's first look at the effect. So you can see now you can have more option to visualize your audio or music or whatever. Okay, so let's just go have a look what are the new functions and new presets. Okay, so when you open the music visualizer and you first load music, let me load music. So once I load the music, I want also sync the timeline with the music. You can see I automatically sync the length. Okay. Now you can see on the top I have several options added, but this is like convenient way to add a bloom, and you can set transparent, and you can also add tracing. But this is already exist. For example, the tracing is here, so I just moved here. It's more convenient to your control, and you also can change the samples and the light threshold for your renders. Okay, and then we come to down the visualizer. You can see if you open this visualizer, previously I only have preset 1, now I added preset 2 and preset 3. Okay, the preset 2 will add grace pencil with emission, and preset 3 add a mesh with emission. Okay, let's just go straight to the preset 2 and add a new spectrum. Okay, you can see it's default like this. You can do all the adjustment later, but let me first add a bloom effect. Okay, so once I add a bloom and I play, you will see the effect. Okay, so that's basically it. But let's look at all this the preset 2 set. You can see there are two parts. You can have a distributor which decide the shape of the spectra, and then you can do the instance. You can add a different instance on the distributor shape. Okay, so once you open this distributor control, you can see on the top is the shape. You can choose a circle, a line, right, and different shape. All these shapes are Blender are shaped with Blender, so native Blender shapes. And once you choose a shape, you also can do the adjustment on the bottom. So currently we have a circle, so you can do adjustment here, and also if you have like grid, you also can do all the adjustment. You can see, and in the middle there's some controls. That's for the distributor, the structure, and we have the similar structure for the instancing. Okay, so in the middle you can see instancing control, but on the top is instancing. You can select. There's some native Blender shapes. You can do circle, you can do lines, spiral, star, and you can do your own geometry. So if you have geometry, you can select your geometry to instancing, and also you can like instancing a collection with different shapes. Okay, it's very flexible. Okay, so they have the same structure. When you select a different instancing shape, you can do the adjustment. right? And for example, if I just the count is 1, it's just one circle, right? Okay, so basically structure is here. Now let's go through other settings. For the shape, for the distributed shape settings, you can see there's several. If you see a min max for the value, this is outside the min, outside the max. This means it react to the music, okay, the audio. This offset. Also, the scale have react with the audio. So if you give if they are not equal, they will react. For example, if I set the offset like 5, you can see on the z direction. If I set x, y, z, so on the 3 direction, all have the react. Same on the scale. So if I do a scale, you will see. And maybe I should close the offset. Okay, that's the meaning for the min max. Once you see a min max, means it react to the audio. Okay, and that's a translation rotation scale. There's nothing to see. Just control their transportation. Okay, then for the similarly for the instancing, we have the similar thing. And if there's a radial rotation, but this is mainly for the circle or arc stuff. Okay, if I have a circle, and also I make a line, so and then you can do adjustment of the rotation. So if you have one, it basically on the XY plane, it's like 2 dimension, and you can do all this adjustment. Okay, and then you have scale max. This also react to the music. If I set to same scale, they will not react to music audio. See that? Okay, and same thing for the scale. Okay, we already see because if I give this, it's more obvious. Maybe 0.1, and you can see. Okay, so all the effect. So there's a lot of effect you can combine, do this adjustment. Okay, then at the point, so for example, we have lines, right? You can do them at the point. So now it's point, and you can add more point. You can see. Okay, that's very straightforward. And then next for the color ramp, so you can adjustment the color ramp. For example, if you want like adjustment the color ramp like this, and also this color ramp index. This means you can like if you add a multiple, for example, I add another one, and let me just move around. So if I add another one, another spectra, and you can see if they share the same index. So this have the same index, both 0, and when you do the adjustment, let me unselect the object. So they will do this adjustment together. You can see, right? But if I use different index, then when you do the adjustment, only affect the one with that index. Okay, so that means for the color ramp index, so you can individually control different object for the color. Okay, but I only set the index maximum is 5, so you can from 0 to 4. So at most you can have 5 different color ramp. And the same thing for the color strength. So for the color strength, there's min max means react to the audio. So if have 10, like for example, you can see the strength is decreased. And then also you can change the direction of the color, and you also can do a random. So if you have random, it will random pick one of the color from the color ramp, okay, and you can adjustment the randomness by adjusting the seed, okay. The same thing for the color strength float curve. You have index. If you want individual control, you should set a different index, okay. If they share the same index, it means control them together. And also you can change the curve, like have the strength map, okay. If you don't do the curves, by default it's linear, but with this curve you can like do more like complexity stuff. You can see something like this, okay. Okay, that's it. And then it's a rotation, translation, scale, all the stuff, nothing to see. It's pretty straightforward. Basically that's this for the preset 2, okay. But I want to like add a more example maybe. Let me do one. Let me change this to the sphere, and then I change the instancing. Now currently instancing is a line, right? Let me just keep it as a line, and then I just change the count as 1, so you can see I have a sphere now. So let me move close maybe, and change the color, give more. Okay, let me also maybe change the count for the music visualizer count, okay, because we have a lot, maybe 150. Okay, now you can also, for example, make it rotate, and if I do a rotate and give a keyframe and rotate another keyframe, and if I play, you can see you have more fun visualizing, right? Okay, and let me do one more, maybe for change this one to geometry, because as I said, you can use your own geometry, whatever shape or funny shape you want, attracting shape. And also you can also do the instancing your own geometry, okay. Let me just add like a torus, a donut, and go back to our spectra and select the donut. And currently too strong. Let me first like use a point instead of a line, and also go to this. Let me scale up, and also maybe change the let's look at it. Also change the color, maybe too strong 20, and also for the radius, mean radius a little larger. Also let me add a lot of more music visualizer, okay. That's it. You can see it's pretty cool, right? So whatever geometry you have, you can visualize your geometry, okay. That's the preset 2. Let's go to preset 3. Pretty simple, pretty similar for the preset 3, and more simple. Let me change it to preset 3, sorry. Okay, now we have the preset 3, so you can see, let's go through all this. stuff you can see. Also at the top, you should choose the mesh you want to visualize, and you can have several preset from the Blender, and also you can choose your own geometry. So for example, if you choose a cube, a grid, all this also you can do adjustment on the bottom, because all the shape is from Blender. So I just like you can adjustment all this stuff here. For example, you can do this adjustment, right? Okay, that's the shape spiral. Also, you can, the second is you can visualize the face or visualize the edge. So if you visualize the edge, it look like this, and if for the sphere, it look like this, and for the face, okay, it's pretty straightforward. For the color ramp, the same thing as before, and you can see direction and random stuff, okay. And then for the color strength, is the same thing. You can do adjustment and also do the curve, and following is the min-max, which means they can react with the music, with the audio, so you can do adjustment, and then translation, rotation, scale, okay, all same as before. So you can do experiment by yourself. Okay, so that's preset 3, so it's pretty simple. Let me, so why I do both grease pencil and grease pencil, and also for the, okay, I change this back to whatever. So I do both because there's some advantage for the mesh, for the preset 3. Grease pencil have its advantage because the view is more cool and it's more attractive. But for the mesh, it also have its advantages because you can add some effect on separate object, but you can do that on the grease pencil, because when you add when you do the special effect using the compositing, it will apply to all the grease pencil object. But for the mesh, you can separate. For example, let me add one more, maybe one more preset 3, add a new, and let me change to a geometry maybe. And also I'm using a geometry is a monkey. Okay, let me hide a monkey and come back to the spectra and select the monkey and move it to here, and maybe give a little rotation. Okay, so you can see we have the monkey. Also not amplitude, should be the count. Okay, so if I want so currently you can see, because I set the bloom at the beginning, so both of them have bloom. So if you want like only one have bloom, you can do that with mesh, because if I open my compositor, so this is a bloom I added previously. So if I like mute this, both of them don't have bloom, but you can like separately apply the effect. For mesh object, you can use the node called Krypton multi. So this one you can select and you can add effect. For example, I want to add a sunbeam. And you can see if I add a sunbeam, so the other doesn't show up because we only select this object. You can like select multiple, you can see, but what I want to show is that this node can select an individual object to apply some effect. Okay, if I want to use combine this, I can use alpha over node and set your isolate one at the foreground and set the factor 1. So if set 0, it will not show up the effect. Okay, so for example, maybe I also want to add one more, also add the bloom for this one. So you can see it have bloom and sunbeam together. Also, if I set like a ghost, you can see only apply to this sphere, not on this monkey. Okay, that's the advantage for the mesh. But there's also advantage for the grid pencil, because grid pencil it looks more cool. The emission is more attractive for me. That's why I added both presets for them. Okay, that's basically for the visualizer update, the new visualizer update for my add-on. And I'm not sure I talked about this before, but I also add a new function. You can like use your mic to lively visualize your voice. Okay. So for the mic input, so if you come to here, choose a microphone, and then you can do the visualization, and so you can update the interval. Currently 0.004 second, so means like 25 frame per second. Similar, you can convert that, and you can have a dynamic range of the sound. So default 80. You can do adjustment to see the effect also. Okay, and then you can just use the volume data, volume of your input to drive object. For example, if I maybe the spectra, last spectra, let's see, location, the data path. If you don't know what's a data path, for example, if you choose one, and you can like right click and copy data path. Okay, and the location 0 means X, I guess. Okay, this is not maybe the volume scale, give a larger one. Oh, maybe I should choose a different because this is oh, I haven't I should click the start. Sorry, when you do this, you should start. You can see when I talk, I forget it. I thought it was audio. It's actually mic. So if I talk, you can see my sound can drive anything. And I can change this to maybe on the Z direction. Now it's on the Z, so you can see. Okay, that's the volume data. You can drive something, whatever you want to drive, and anything else. Yeah, basically that's just give a quick, convenient way to drive something very quick. And you also can like visualize as a spectra, as like the audio. So all the audio visualizer is same thing as the visualizer. Okay, I can do like let me just add a new spectra. You can see maybe for the preset 2, and we have this one. Let me just change the to 4 maybe. Okay, And then if I start, okay, then if I start, you can see when I talk, there's a react. But if I don't talk, since there's some background, it also have like some react. So we can just calibrate the background. You can just click and with 1 second, 2 seconds, and then click again. It will calibrate. Okay, let me do that. Now if I start again, so if I don't talk, there's no response. You can see the calibration function is pretty good. It just suppress the background. Okay, but it's very effective. You also can, if it's not enough, you can like adjustment this value, this cutout value, to further suppress the noise. Okay. Okay, that's basically for the mic. For the mic, now you can like visualize sorry, excuse me, the sound lively when you talk something. Okay, let me maybe do a little fun, more fun, for the example. For the preset 2, maybe I want to change it to a sphere, and then I want to let me change it to 1, just like one just 1 point. Okay, and then if I add also comparator, let me go to the comparator again. Also I want to add some in on that, so you can see if I do adjustment on the direction, okay, maybe like this. Okay, you can see now you can have very cool, if I maybe the size, a small size. Okay, so you can have very cool effect. Maybe also you can change like add more effect, whatever you want. So you can see this will react to what you talk. When you talk, you have something to show up. Okay, and I think that's all on my music visualizer. It's almost the end of update. I don't think there's any more because it's already the function is very complete, and the visualizer is very convenient and make you do some visualization in a quick time, 1 minute something. But if I find there's something more fun or more attracting visualization, I will add more preset. Okay, thank you. That's all for today.